Good morning. Good morning. Hey, Leo. How you doing, hon? I was trying to wait till some more people came in, but I'm going to go on and get started with, um, I think everybody might be still sleeping or something. But anyway, um, I wanted to talk about the holidays as far as you see the title, movies, meals, and gifts that you can give. And, you know, sometimes, during the holidays, we get bored or that kind of stuff. But there's a new movie out on Netflix that's good for the kids, and it's called Jingle Jangle. And Scott Whitaker, Felicia Rashad, and I watched it, and it was really exciting. So that would be a good family movie to watch with the kids. And um, those of you who have young kids, I don't know how many people their children have seen Lord of the Rings. And I saw the last two of the trilogy all that time back then, and I forgot I hadn't seen the first one. So I went back. It's streaming right now on Hulu, and I watched the first one for the first time. And Jingle Jangle is streaming on Netflix. And then I also watched again, which I love, the Bourne um, Identity trilogy. Yeah. Oh, she did? Okay, yeah, it was really good. I enjoyed it, and and it's good for the kids. It's wholesome, it's fantasy, and it's interesting, and it keeps your attention even as an adult. And the other thing I wanted to get into is meals for the holidays. And a lot of times we get into a habit, and I have tried to, except for Thanksgiving, but like Christmas meals and that sort of thing, I have tried to really get away from traditional meals. And so I thought, you can look at the thumbnail and you can see those are Cornish hens. And that's a real good substitute for the holidays rather than the turkey or the ham. And that's something different. And it's always good to have, if you got kids, to have something, let them try something different, something new, so you can expand their palate where they just don't want the same thing over and over again. And when they grow up, they will definitely have a larger palate, taste palate than you have, you know. And so that's why, so Cornish hens, and then sometimes you don't want to sit up and, you know, bake a whole turkey, you know, and sometimes the you can get turkey parts, like, the turkey legs and the turkey breast, and make them separate, and you don't have to cook all day. What'd you say, Leo? My mom loves Cornish. Uh-huh, they're good. They're good. That's what you said. They'll cook for things. Okay. And then people who like lobster, okay, something different. And one thing I'm thinking about this year, I may try, um, I for the first time I made Irish lamb stew, but lamb dishes would really be good for the holidays. And something you can get from Trader Joe's that I love. One year, I love them so much. I gave about 10 of them out to friends and neighbors, and that's the Nantucket cranberry pie that you can get from Trader Joe's, but it sells out pretty quick. I got one for Thanksgiving, and I ended up eating half of it in one sitting. I said, "Uh-oh, my bad. But who gonna check me? Nobody." So, but Nantucket cranberry pie is really good. And just try something different for the family on the holidays, especially with COVID and being in the house and all the time, and the lockdowns are getting more severe. And you know, you will enjoy thinking something, of something different. Now, the Irish lamb stew is good for maybe New Year's Eve, and it's hearty because it's going to be cold in most places. And you can get the recipe online, like I did, and it turned out really well. Like I did mine in a crock pot. So those are some things to think about. Now, as far as gifts, during the holidays, food is a great gift, okay? And Omaha Steaks, I tell you, their food is excellent, and they deliver it in dry ice. And my favorite has been the roast beef or the lasagna. But they have lobster pies and great stock up deals, and you don't have to leave the house to go get it, which is another thing. And last Christmas, I gave gifts of Omaha steaks. I gave, because I don't eat seafood, but like I say, everybody I I know in my family, they love lobster. So I gave out Omaha Steaks lobster as a Christmas gift, and some of their jerky that they have. And another thing I gave out, they have these little small mini cheesecakes, a sampler. It's like four of them. And I gave those also for Christmas gifts. So that's a good idea for Christmas gifts. So food is always a good gift. And what I can say is that I can vouch for Omaha Steaks. And they also have great stock up deals. You know, yeah, they yeah, come down and say hi. Who's up there in the bushes. Thank you. Hi, just lovely. And the other thing that you can think about giving as a gift, because during COVID, people are locked down or having to stay in the house. Yoga videos are good to give. Okay. Um, and you can also give things like with people who have kids or for, older adults, hummingbird feeders, because hummingbirds don't make a lot of mess, and you can give the feeders and they can, have something to do. The kids can have something different to do. Older people, you know, something to take care of, that sort of thing. Another good gift for Christmas is mask. Now, Leo, the Linus Queen, over in her description, you'll find a link to her Amazon shop, and there will be a link for mask, and they're for adults and for children. That's a good gift to give because they're going to get scarce in a little while, believe me. And hi, TC. And the other thing, if you're watching those movies, go on over there to Sean Bradley and get some of that popcorn. So when you're watching the movies, but I think that if we, you know, look out for ourselves, we need to exercise more during COVID. So giving someone exercise videos, or if you can afford it, equipment, you know, um, exercise equipment, that sort of thing, exercise clothing. These are the kind of things that help people get through this period of lockdown, and they would make great gifts. Absolutely great gifts because there's not many places people are going to be able to go. I have family in California, and now they can't go anywhere. And another thing, even with the nail shops closing, you can get one of those foot baths. I have one of those, and you can give yourself your own pedicure. So those that would be a good gift for someone, to have during the holidays. They will still get the same, and I'm trying to remember who made it, but they sell them, I think, at Walmart, and they have the ones where it controls the heat, but it also gives a massage, and that's the one I have while your feet are soaking. And that would be great, a great gift for people. But again, I think the number one thing to give someone during this time is food. And if you, like I said, go over to Omaha Steaks, and they know how to get you, because the more you buy, okay, the more you get, the cheaper it is. Like the roast beef is $59, but it's already cooked and everything. And it's a nice size one and tender. Oh, it's so good. But when you know, get the roast, then they give you, if you buy something else, they knock off 10 or $15. The roast ends up being like $20 if you get something like a side dish, like they have specialty potatoes and sides. So I would head on over there, and for yourself personally, you can go over there and you can absolutely stock up. And that was the first place I went back in March when we first had the first lockdown. And you get so much stuff, in their stock up deals. So, I can't think of any more movies right now to watch, but I do think that a good movie to watch with the kids is Jingle Jangle. And again, Lord of the Rings is streaming on Hulu. And I'm trying to think of another one, but I can't think of it now because I'm on here. As soon as I get off of here, then I'll think about it. You know, what do you say, Leo? Anything that has to do with pampering always makes great gifts. Right, right. And that's a really good gift. Okay. You know, if you give someone something they can use, but, be more mindful when you do your Christmas shopping that people can't really get out. So something that they can actually engage in and do, would be great. Even giving someone a bread maker, you know, where during the lockdown they can make their own bread. Those are the kind of things that would make great gifts. It won't take the place of the way the holidays as we normally see them, but help us on the way. And hopefully next Christmas we'll be able to celebrate and enjoy family Thanksgiving and Christmas in the manner in which we're accustomed to doing. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to bring this out, share this with you, and I hope you get something out of it. But try the Cornish hens if you're bold and brave enough. They are delicious. You can look online also. They have different ways you can make them with couscous stuffing. You can make them with the Cajun Cornish hens. There's so many different ways to make them, and you can get creative with the sides as well. And have a different, like I said, create your child's um, palate taste or your partner's palate taste if they have not, they want to do the same old thing. And that way, they will experience all these tastes and they will get accustomed to them. You know, I grew up never eating avocado. When I finally tried avocado, if I go a day without having some avocado, you know, it's like, what's wrong? You know? Oh, you cook those on Sunday, just lovely? Yeah. So I think those will be some great different holiday meals. And like I said, for New Year's Eve when it's really cold, try that Irish lamb stew in the pot, in the crock pot. I think you will be pleasantly surprised. It is so good, you know. Oh, you're welcome, Leo. You said you've added to the list that would make great gifts too. Okay. So, yeah, yeah, honey. Avocado, that's me. I love it. But I wouldn't eat it because it looked weird. And, I was so indoctrinated as a child into television, and I didn't see Ozzie and Harriet eating that stuff. But I was an adult before I finally took the plunge. And, you know, I've got 5 of them in there. They'll be gone by, what's today? Tuesday? Today Tuesday? I think today, no, today's Wednesday. They'll be gone by Friday. Because I'll cut them up and eat them with every meal, including breakfast. And some people, Leo, take the avocado and they make a little, like, they mash it up and then they put it on toast, you know. And once they put it on toast, then they have that for breakfast. So that's another thing we can try, Leo, for breakfast. You said, I need to look up the Irish lamb stew. Yes, just lovely. Look that up, hon. And what I did with mine, since it was a crock pot, I did the prep the night before. So, they give you, you have to sear the lamb and that sort of stuff. But, that's a good New Year's Eve meal. And of course, I already gave you guys the recipes for black eyed peas. Mine are in there frozen because believe you me, excuse me, by by the time New Year's gets here, people are going to be stocking up like crazy. And if you're going to get your black eyed peas, you better get them now. Okay. Um, I gave you a recipe of how to make them, quickly with in the can, but then you can also make them in the crock pot. And mine are now frozen, waiting for New Year's Eve. But you got to keep in mind that things are going to start selling out. Let's see, you add it to your smoothie. Yeah. You know what I put on my avocado? I put salt, pepper, and garlic. I mean, yeah, salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And when I want to get fancy, if I'm making a salad, I'll for dinner or something, I'll slice it and then I'll put salt, pepper, and a little bit of cumin on top. You know, and someone sent me a gift of an avocado. I guess something. It's mayonnaise or not mayonnaise, but it's something avocado like that. And I've been using that as a dip, and it is so good. Just lovely. I love avocado, peanut butter, spinach, and banana smoothies. See, I haven't really done the smoothies unless I buy them in the store. But yeah, avocados are they're so special. But anyway, guys, I just wanted to share this with you. Hi, Black Samurai. I just wanted to share all of these things with you all because I was just thinking, I was thinking about it, and I said, let me share this with everybody. and these ideas for the holidays because we're going to be on lockdown and be in the house, and we just need to really um, fill that time with something positive and something that will keep our minds together. Another thing you guys can do during the holidays or during lockdown is learn how to play chess. And that's good because it does occupy your mind. I love playing chess, but it also keeps your mind active, or something like um, crossword puzzles or that sort of thing. My aunt will be 109 this month, next week, and she always did crossword puzzles. And she became a grand master or whatever it is in crossword puzzles. And she still has all her faculties. But that's something else you could think about. Give someone a chess set and the instruction book, as a gift. And they can learn how to play chess because it does keep your mind stimulated. You have to think. So, anyway, everyone, have a beautiful day. And I will see you all later on, somewhere on these YouTube streets, I'm sure. Okay. Thank you, Leo. All righty. Bye bye.